I know when you saw this title, you're probably thinking, what in the world is Cinco talking about? The government will pay for my rap career? Yeah, right. Probably just clicked on it like, let me just see what this brother is talking about. So that being said, let's talk about it. What up? You got Cinco Smith at CincoSmith.com and WealthyRapper.com. And at Wealthy Rapper, what I like to do is just educate and get you thinking differently as a rapper, as an artist, so that not only are you pursuing your dreams and career, but you're also operating on a high level, thinking from a wealth mentality. So whether you get on as an artist or not, whether you get famous or not, you still wind up becoming wealthy, or at least practicing wealthy habits that can lead to wealth, because wealth doesn't happen overnight, but one night wealth will happen if you build the blocks and put it all together. And building wealth is a team sport. So you need to hear from different entities and get connected to a group of different individuals in order to even be on that wave length. So WealthyRapper.com, check out free video content that, will just open your mind up how to create multiple streams of income as an artist, even if you never get a record deal. So WealthyRapper.com, check it out. CincoSmith.com is where you can just stay connected to me or buy my I Am t-shirt, which is centered around my affirmation music, where I do affirming music that empowers individuals to go out and conquer the day. So that being said, let's talk about the government paying for your rap career. Now, many people who are rappers, especially the type of rap that they do, can care less about the government. Now, I want you to think a little differently, because everything plays a purpose. Everything. Even the things that we feel like are hindering us from living out a dream or a vision fully. Everything plays a purpose. At one point it didn't exist, but it needed to exist in order to protect from certain things. There's a lot of things we may not like about, our government, the system, all of these things, but they play a part. And if you get astute in certain areas, the more you learn, sometimes you realize, it's benefits in understanding this stuff, and if we use it to our advantage, it can help us out. So that is what I'm about to share. How understanding the government, certain laws that can benefit you as a rapper, and let the government pay the bill. I say this all the time, and if this is not your first video, then I say that if you're a rapper, if you're an artist, you are a business entity. You are a business. So if you are a business and you live in, I can't speak for all tax laws, but if you live in America or U.S. territory, then guess what? You have business perks by being in business if you set yourself up properly, though. If you understand that record keeping does matter. If you understand that you are in pursuit of a profit. You're not just doing it as a hobby. You're not just doing it just to pass time. You actually want to make money. You actually want to be profitable. If you operate from that mindset, even though your music may be something you would do for free, even though you feel like you're doing a good deed by putting your music out there, or whatever the case may be, let's let it be known that it's okay to want to be profitable in your music, even if you're doing everything for free. Point. Chance the Rapper, he did a lot of stuff for free, gave a lot of content for free, but that didn't mean he didn't want to be profitable. And I bet you bottom dollar, he's very profitable now, but he understood that. So don't operate like it's a hobby from the gate. You need to understand, look, I'm a business, I'm an entity, and I'm here to make a profit, even if that means giving away a ton of things for free. But I want you to be set up properly. But the government can pay the bill, because this is what you got to understand. Most people are doing a ton of music and marketing with this thing right here, this mobile device right here. A lot of things being done. So you shouldn't be paying your phone bill, your internet, and whatever else you're paying for on your phone without writing it off. Your phone should be 100% tax deductible. And that's part of the government paying the bill, because if you are paying your bill and you're tracking and you're keeping records, taking pictures of receipts, when you file taxes at the end of the year, no matter how much money you made from your business, even if you work a full-time job and you're doing rap on the side, those tax deductions benefit you from the amount of taxes you would typically have to pay in at your job. If you have a designated area where you create content, aka a studio in your house, That allows you to write off a portion of rent and utilities in many cases. Now, you want to track it because there's certain stipulations that, you have to meet in time. But if you're at least tracking your utilities and expenses, you can get with a tax professional that can elaborate and let you know, okay, yes, we can keep this. No, we cannot. And make sure that that tax professional understands the power of a home-based business. You might want to make sure that they're a business owner themselves. Don't just go to any tax professional. And you might want to make sure that they have a home-based business, or at least have a track record for home-based business. They might have outgrown the home-based business entity, but you want to make sure they have an understanding of that, because if they do not, then they will probably tell you that you can't do certain things when I'm telling you you can, because I was a tax professional, qualified tax professional, and, I stopped doing taxes. I may get back into it, but for now I'm not. And I'm connected to people who are heavy in taxes, and I promise you, the tax laws and IRS laws govern you operating out of your home and you having certain write-offs. Now, if you're paying for studio time and you don't operate out of your home and you don't have a studio, that's fine, because if you're paying for studio time, then those transactions are also tax deductible. All of the fees that go along with, paying transaction fees, whether that's a PayPal fee, whether that's a Stripe account fee for you to be able to receive money, whether that's a fee to be able to upload your content and you're using like a DistroKid or whatever the case may be, all of those things need to be tax deductible. If you're out promoting your music and you're passing out flyers or passing out whatever it is that you do to promote your music, miles on your vehicle can be tax deductible because you're out building your business as an artist and you're using your own money, your own gas, your own vehicle. Those are tax deductions. And many people miss out on that. They just feel like they're just grinding it out. But you don't know. Even the work that you're doing for free costs you money, some way, shape, form, fashion. And if it costs you money, then you probably need to track it. And if you track it, then it can be extracted from your overall income. And if you have an income of a certain amount, but you had enough business deductions, then that can lower your tax bracket. That can also make you pay less in taxes on less money, which indeed sometimes gives you a bigger refund, or at least means that you don't pay more taxes than you should. Because what you got to understand, that companies like Amazon, who's $1 trillion company, pay zero in taxes legally. And there's many other companies that do that as well. So you should operate no different. You might not pay zero in taxes until you figure out some other things. And it's certain things I'm still learning. But at least you're conscious of the fact that the government can pay for your rap career if you set yourself up properly and you start tracking expenses religiously, if it connects with you doing business. I mean, ordering flyers, artwork, videographers, you name it. You need to be writing that stuff off, period. Point blank. I can't stress that enough. So if there's one call to action that I have for you right now, because you might feel like, how do I get set up properly? What do I need to do? I got a program that allows you or teaches you as an artist how to set up properly. And we talk deep about different things, credit, because I help people with credit. We're diving deep into how you should be investing in the music industry and a host of other things. Visit wealthyrapper.com, and I may have some other things in the work that'll give you access to it, because wealthyrapper.com gives you some free information. But once you actually want to partner with us, our time, is highly valuable, so it will not be cheap, but it will bring you value worth whatever dime you spend. But if I give you one call to action, don't worry about, the structure and all of that. Start tracking every dollar you spend on your business career, on your rap career. Start tracking it. By tracking it, if that's keeping the receipts in the shoebox, so be it. I have a software that I recommend that you can start taking pictures of your receipts, uploading it to the software, so that way you're not stuck trying to hold on to receipts, and receipts fade, change colors, the whole 9 yards. But definitely start tracking all of your expenses, and don't worry about any of it. Just tracking it, even calculating your miles. Like, okay, I drove this many miles. And pertaining to my business, you want to start tracking those miles, documenting, getting a sheet of paper if you have to say, hey, I did 100 miles this day, because most people drive about 1,000 miles a month. I know during this time is a little different. A lot of traveling is not taking place, but start tracking your expenses and don't worry about it until it's tax time and you're handing it over to a tax professional. Hey, my music career, I'm getting it up and running, or I'm thriving, whatever the case may be. Here are my tax deductions as it relates to my music career. And this is for rappers, this is for producers, this is for models, this is for anybody in the entertainment industry. I just specifically talk to rappers because I am one. So that being said, I want to educate you because I'm more than just a rapper. I'm also a financial educator, and that is where my primary source of income comes from. So it will be unfair for me not to educate an area that I got a passion in, which is rappers. So you have to understand that you are a business, you are an entity. Start tracking your receipts. Start tracking everything that you do because it will pay you. Receipts equal cash. A lot of times people like to hold up wads of money to their ears and show how much money they get. Show me them receipts. Because the receipts are tax deduction, and that's what allows the governments to pay the bill. That's all I got. Cinco Smith signing out. Salute.